Alright, what's the word, Cosmic Family? What's the word, y'all? So, I'm actually somewhere. Yep. I'm in my old apartment, or my old apartment building. Apartment X. This is a park that I was at, you know, and everything like that. Manifesting this apartment. And y'all know I'm actually realizing something, man. This whole time, I was thinking that the Most High, that God, took me away from her as a form of a punishment, right? I thought that God, sent me through all this hell and shit like that as a form of, karma or punishment, right? But it wasn't that at all. Really, really, the Most High never took this away from me. Had the Most High taken this away from me, I would not even be able to be here sitting at the same park that I was at right before I even got this apartment. I'm being completely honest, y'all. If God wanted me to lose my mind, right? Actually, how am I trying to word this? I'm just trying to say it like this. God didn't take this place away from me. God took this place away from me, or separated me from this place, because God knew the intentions of the people, first of all, that worked in this place, that was in the community, that was in my own family, right? God knew the intentions of the people that was around me, right? I had to go through losing my apartment, falling off severely with everybody. I had to go through literally having to just depend on my motherfucking self to realize exactly who was really around me and why they was really around me, who was real and who was really fake, right? Me losing this apartment, God removing me from this apartment taught me far more than it took from me, because honestly, I had never known that it was people in my life, you know. I had never known that it was people in my life that would have loved to see me just dead and gone. Motherfuckers like really showed they true selves on some shit like that, right? When I lost my apartment, right? When God removed me from my apartment, because it really wasn't a loss. If I learned something from it, and I learned who was really for me. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the motherfucking world on some real ass shit. Had a guy really removed me from this place, I wouldn't be able to even be right here looking back at the apartment saying, you know what, I actually learned a lot from losing it, right? Maybe God gave me this apartment to take it from me, so I could see first how people would react if I get something as small as this, right? Like, I, of course, thought that this was just, the best apartment in the world, until I started realizing that, it wasn't, right? The Most High will often send us through trials and tribulations, man, to teach us, right? Because had he not sent us through that, and had just gave us what we wanted, the snakes, the energy vampires and shit around us would have just drained it. They would have took it, they would have, ruined it, right? If anything, God had to preserve me and preserve the real blessing that is to come on some shit like that, right? I mean, truthfully. And that's exactly why I'm hurt, and I'm not holding any type of resentment towards anybody. Because, I mean, I would have rather known than have not known. And God, right, is the type of person, or is the type to, you know, let you know something, even if it hurts you, because he loves you, or send you through something, even if it hurts you because he loves you, type shit, right? I didn't lose anything, man. I gained so much wisdom and knowledge about myself, about this motherfucking world, right? A lot of people can't go through the experiences. A lot of people can't go through the experiences and shit like that that I have, and be able to, you know, still look at the positivity, or the positive aspect, behind it, right? Like, for real. And honestly, truthfully, man, thank the Most High. Because if I thought that this was good, then what's to come next is going to be great, right? What's nice come twice. Consistency plus patience equals inevitability. It was always inevitable for me to get this apartment, right? Though people around me didn't think so, it was inevitable for me to get it, because I was patient, because I was consistent with what I was doing. Now I know how I got it. It's like a nigga got the formula, the secret sauce, and nigga just basically just, you know, replicate that. I oftentimes, man, I realize how strong I am, man, until being strong is your only choice, right? I never realized how strong I was until being strong was my only choice, right? When motherfuckers want to see you tap the fuck out, when motherfuckers want to see you, you know, lose your mind, right? Because they know that day that you ever get the motherfucking ball, you want to keep that motherfucker rolling. You know, a lot of motherfuckers fear your success. A lot of motherfuckers fear who you are inevitably, or people fear who you are inevitably to become. If I worded that right, people fear who you are inevitably to become, right? People fear who you are to become inevitably, right? And they see it in you now, and a lot of people ain't got real genuine love and compassion for motherfuckers. Motherfuckers out here really be jealous and have jealous spirits to the point where they'll try to destroy you before you actually get to that pinnacle. And now that I see it, my supervisor, right, she terminated me on the first day I got my apartment, because she saw, first of all, that I was consistent in my job, coming there every single day. Right, she saw that, number two, I was patient with getting everything that I had manifested, my car, the apartment, right, even being patient with her motherfucking ass. She saw that I was trying to get certified to become, she saw that I was trying to become certified in HVAC, right? I'm just using her as an example, right? Same thing for my mother. My mother inevitably, or my mother knew who I was to inevitably become. That's why she didn't sign my FAFSA, right? That's why she didn't sign my FAFSA when I turned 18 and was, you know, getting situated and shit like that with my life and shit. She didn't want to sign my FAFSA. She didn't want to see me go to college, right? Or at least, you know, that's not how she'll word it, right? But that's how the spirit, you know, that's how the spirit said it. She didn't want to sign my FAFSA, flat out. A lot of people in your life, man, don't want to see you win, but God gotta give you just a little piece of the cake, just to see how many fucking rats come out the motherfucking corners. And that's exactly what happened when I got this apartment. I saw exactly how many vultures and how many demons was just ready to just see my demise. I saw how many people didn't want to talk to me. I saw how many people just, left me in the fucking shadows or didn't congratulate me or anything, right? I saw the envy in people, right? God let me see that shit. And the thing about it is, God didn't even let me get comfortable. Because he ain't want me to get comfortable just yet. I feel like God just didn't want me to get comfortable yet. God, like, you know what, don't kick your feet back yet. We gon' trick the motherfucking enemy. We gon' give you this, right? But it's gonna be a little something, right? It's gonna send you through a couple, dark nights of the soul. It's gonna send you through some motherfucking battles, but guess what? You're gonna come out like gold at the end of this shit. And then that's where I'm gonna have a real motherfucking blessing for you. So now that you already got the wisdom and the knowledge to know exactly who fake and who real around you, now that you know more about yourself and the world, now I can give it to you. Now you can go be comfortable. Simple as that. Sometimes, man, it don't, sometimes stories don't, have, sometimes in life, man, you don't get to the fucking happy ending just like a 3-step process. Do this, do that, do that. You don't get to the happy ending like a plan A, B, and C, right? That A, B, C plan shit that they taught us in school, man, ain't that shit don't exist. I mean, it does, but we gotta remember that we not planning this shit. We not in control of this shit. God is, right? We forget that. I'm talking about plan A, B, and C. Yeah, God got a couple different plans for y'all ass. But basically, man, I see that this, man, was not necessarily, a bad thing, right? We say things are bad when we don't know how that bad thing might form out to something good, right? We say things aren't good, not knowing that good thing may form out to something bad. It's like we do not know, right? But shit, all I'm gonna say is, man, just don't give up. Because that bad day you called was bad could have been good in God's eyes, right? But we called it bad, right? And I ain't even necessarily where I want to be at right now, but I feel it. I feel that this was all for a motherfucking reason. It had to have been. Every last single thing I went through had to have been for a reason. Should I be at Peace Coffee Family? Go, man. I should.